Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. So today's discussion is with our guest, that is Santhosh, but he's traveling at the moment, so we'll have to wait for him to join. But while I'm just getting started the session, why I was just thinking, why not start accepting the question from you guys? I know I'm not this time. I got busy, so I did not able to do. I think two or three kind of that training session I supposed to do, and which I will continue very soon. So I know a lot of complaints coming in my inboxes, in LinkedIn messaging, even in the comments as well. And you know what happens sometimes you work with this too much and side you want to do other things as well, and due to which the schedules get a bit distracted here and there. But it's fine. I will soon rectify that. But till he comes, what I want is that if you have any questions to ask me related to cloud, DevOps, programming, feel free to ask. Okay. And these days I'm not coming this much live, but at least Saturday I try, right? Hey Rajesh, good evening. Hey Sopasaji, good evening. So, and I know actually what happens when I try to do this conversation, I see a lot of good questions comes up, and I do love to answer them. Could be any complexity. I will try my best anyway. And I think I didn't post it about this session in my like the link YouTube link in my LinkedIn, because I'm also hosting this session in the LinkedIn as well. Let's see. Okay. By the way, yeah, I did make that GitHub session. Like, I tried to make a good session last week, but you know what happened? Somehow what happened that I didn't like the quality of that. So what I did remake the content. Let me show you what I did actually. It's a good thing if you wanted to be a YouTuber, or wanted to make some exciting what I say presentation. I actually No one actually teach me. Okay, so no one teach me. Nobody tell me how to do it. It's something that I research. Of course, I see that other YouTubers are doing, other people are making some exciting presentation, which like people are loving it. To be honest, are huge loving it, and I try to find out like what they're doing, and I try for the similar kind of solutions, and I find it okay. I can make this kind of animated presentation or a more explained to a presentation using tools like Canva or maybe other tools also. But I find the Canva very useful. So let me show you, because I know this skill is going to be very useful if you want to become a good YouTuber or just want to be a good presenter. Could be want to be a cloud architect, because the cloud architect also one of the kind of their responsibility to make sure that what they want to do with the like they representing the architecture, explaining what is what and how it affects other things, how it affects the cost presentation. So a lot of things you do, right? Those things also you can achieve via this kind of presentation. So let me show you pretty quickly. Sure. Get Canva. So using this presentation, so I see they are free anyway. For I think the cost was not that much. If you are like seriously want to consider, you can try this. So I did make this presentation, and also with the content as well. There is the GitHubs. I think it's opening in the new screen. Okay, what is let me okay, anyway, you guys gonna see that later time. But I made this kind of presentation. You have a lot of templates you can start with, and I do really love all that. So let me show you this presentation, and you have like a lot of templates to start with. Any even animated ones also there. So actually, this is very good one, and you can easily like suppose you have this, and you want to add effects, like not effects, animated, say like this one typewriter or slash or maybe bouncing one. So this thing we're going to do. I think I'm not sharing that. Let me share that tab first. So share the screen and Chrome tab. I hope I'm showing the right. Oh yeah. So you can see I just go back and let me show you, because I know presentation skills very in demand skill. So what you have to do is like open a site like Canva and go to presentation. Why it's always moved to the next? So if you click on the presentation, it will open like that. And from templates, you can select any template that you like for your presentation. And suppose you want to effects, then simply click on like select the element you want to animate and click on animate, and then you can like create this kind of beautiful presentation. A lot of things that you should try and experiment. And these things actually no one tell you. Like people don't want to see the boring presentations, to be honest, in office presentation or say in your YouTube or any video presentation or demo presentations. So I think this kind of tools are very cool. Now I just wanted to show you these guys, like if you want to try how big YouTubers make it. So like if you want to make similar kind of, you can do it like that. Now that is there. Now let me. I think a lot of questions are coming up, so I will be answering them. Okay, is Rajesh saying that does certification for cloud really help, sir? I would say yes, it really helps because see, if you go to any interview and there are 5 to 10 people, okay, the very first criteria itself will be like who are the certified people and who are the not, okay, and they have like in every recruiter or say whoever is hiring for, they have a preset mindset, okay, like if that person has certificate, could be something like they could have tried something, right? They have worked hard for it, they might have very good knowledge, so they have already some good view to the people who already have some certification. So that kind of as a privilege, to be honest, if you have certificate, you're getting that kind of privilege. Now, yeah, of course, the filtration is there. Sometime even if you will not get called to the interview itself, you don't have the certification, because that could be the entry criteria. If you don't have a professional or associate certification, they will not even allow your resume, or they will not even look at your resume, or they will never call you. So I will say yes, certification help you getting interviews, at least to the position where you can entry. Now, after the entry happens, after you go to the interview, they ask you the questions, and if you answer, that's the knowledge part. So if you have the exact knowledge or the proper knowledge to like handle what's happening in their company, their problems, then only they will hire you, right? So that's what it is. It's of course a certification as well as the knowledge. Without any, you are not going to get a good position in your life, in the cloud field or any particular field if you want. Okay. But it's also true that it's not like if you don't have a certification, you are nothing, you will not get anything. No, there are engineers, there are people who have excellent, terrific knowledge on subject, and they're in very, very good position. Okay, so that is also there. But in general, if you have certification, you will get better opportunities. That's I can say. So if possible, make a video on SCD types along with coding. Yes, I will definitely do. So thanks, Navesh, for reminding me. I will do it. So it's Manas saying that, hello, sir. I completed my CK certificate. Which should I go next? I would say if you are done with the CK, I don't know what certification you have at the moment. Maybe it's not mine at the moment. But if you are done with the CK, you can try with the developer. If you already have the developer one, it's good. Then you should start with like automating the infrastructure provisioning, because people don't have time, to be honest, and there are like if you're going to work for a company, they might have a lot of applications, because your sole responsibility is to handle the cluster, or maybe a lot of cluster, to be honest, if you're going for Kubernetes engineer. But if you're if you are going to join as a DevOps architect, or sorry, not architect, DevOps engineer, then you're going to have even more responsibilities. So your goal will be like less and less manual things and more automated ways, so that can save you time, and you can do lot of other stuffs. Okay, and that will help you getting promotions or better achievements and whatever you can think of. So I will say if you're done with the CK like Kubernetes, then try to automate it. Could be EKS, could be GKE, could be AKS, or could be the native cluster, whatever it is. Try to make automated way. Okay, try to use Terraform or Ansible kind of tools, which will make you more in demand, so you'll get better opportunities. Okay. Now there's a question that Rajesh saying that AWS and stuff, there are a few certification exam which I'm thinking to go to in this do guide me, sir. So you're saying that you okay, AWS stuff are there, few certification exam which I'm thinking to do. So okay, if you are just thinking about starting any, I will say if you have no experience at all previously, go with the that foundation one. That is the uh, sometimes say people say about go with the practitioner or maybe associate. If you have zero knowledge, I personally suggest to go with the practitioner, AWS practitioner. But if you have very good knowledge, at least the base knowledge, then I would say go with the associate level exam. Okay, with, solution architect associate one. Okay, and then if you want to really, and if you have the finance, you have no problem in that, then clear all the associate level. But if you think about finance is a problem, then I will say after that take 6 7 months, because that will be required, to be honest. Practice well, hands on, read the white papers, then excellent source of knowledge, and then you can sit in the exam for any professional, whatever actually your target are. So could be solution architect professional, or could be the deus professional. Based on your interest, you can clear that. Okay. Now it's what should be my first blog related to AWS if I want to join AWS Community. If you see anything that you're interested, could be S3, could be EC2, could be S3, EC2, some database, could be some application running how to run in AWS, say ECS or EKS, anywhere. So anything that's excite you, anything that you think could be benefit for your peers, anything that you like want to share your knowledge to the people, to the world, you should make the blog on that. No one should say that. It has to come from your insight that okay, I want to create something that could be helpful for many others. Like that way you should be starting. Okay. And could be again anything. If you just want any external tool, let's say you want to run Raspberry Pi with the ECS anywhere, of course that's also excellent thing to do. So anything that you think is better for other people to know. Okay. It's Kaiser Rahan saying that, hi Sandip, I want to incorporate DevOps into the front end field, and how and where to start this field. I maybe switch into future. Think that would be a roadmap to switch those if it's okay. I think you're in the front end field and you want to move to the DevOps field. So what to do for that? So if you're in the front end field and if you never knew about this, I think you already know about the APIs and all, but learn about the cloud infrastructure, cloud services, what exactly cloud do, what is the storage, what is the networking, because those are the like building blocks of the cloud solution. If you learn that, after that you learn how to run any application. CPO front end could be some backend APIs, learn the basic stuff first. After you're done with that, and then like focus on the storage and most importantly on the networking. If you are done with that, and of course when you started with some simple application, anyway you have to deal with the compute types, and like could be EC2, like could be compute engine, wherever you are targeting cloud are, there based on their resource type the naming will be different, but the things they do are actually same. Say EC, say it's like about the compute part running, or maybe the virtual machine. In AWS we call it the EC2. In GCP, I think GCP we call it compute. So just like that, but just get used to that, how to run an application in compute, how to provision the databases, how to store the data, like store the data in databases, how to store the files in the S3, how all that work as a combined. That kind of knowledge will be required. Okay. Now that's the starting part. After you know the cloud, you have to learn about the like from source code, how that's getting deployed to the productions. First staging and then production. Could be any manual state improvement, that's also fine. But this you have to know, because before the code from the very like source code to production, there might be some pre-processing needed. There might be some test cases need to run. So all that need to be in place before making a final solution for the deployment. So all that you have to learn. Then you have to think about like to write the deployment script. You have to know the shell scripting. Otherwise, you cannot write a proper deployment script. See, it's based on the need that you have to learn and master things. That's how your skill set grows. So that's one way one step. I think in my many live session videos, in many other articles, anyway, I've also mentioned the steps. If you are not aware of that, in my LinkedIn, if you go to my articles, there's a just like a straightforward article. This is the DevOps roadmap. You can follow that. Okay. It's Ravi Teja. Then currently I'm tester and I have done AWS Cloud Practitioner, Azure 900 fundamentals. Gonna do AZ Azure Administrator certification. Is those certification are helpful? I think yeah, if you are just like beginning phase, all are good, and you can get started with that. Like getting started is fine, but before even going for the certification, I will say gain the knowledge, do hands-on, wait for 3, 4, 5 months. If it's okay, you learn it. Don't like read it and copy paste it. No, not like that. Read it, learn it, do some hands-on, understand why that is needed and how it works. Why and how will make you successful. Not like remembering something and then like vomit in the exams what the people do, but that's not the right way. You have to understand the how, why, how, this kind of questions, and then you will be in the right path. Okay. So of course the certification is helpful if you like study very very, I can say, seriously, then you practice it and keep learning and learning. Then of course while doing that, if you're confident, then only sit for the examinations. Okay. It's Prince saying that I have completed the CKAD course from Code Cloud. I am looking for hands-on practice in Kubernetes. Could you please suggest me some platform where to get the hands-on? I will say if you want to do hands-on, like don't look for other places. To be honest, yeah, GitHub is going to be a good source, like where there are already some solution. If you just understand how the solution worked, how the things are going on, and all. But what I would suggest, like, have any like simple Node.js application or Python application or Go application, whatever you think is better. And then give me one moment, just a moment. So anyway, Santosh is like stuck in traffic and may not be able to join today. But anyway, we'll just continue the session, and I will go ahead with all the questions that I have. So feel free to ask me any questions. Today is the quick Q&A session instead of the interview session. But okay, something this kind of problem happens, we have to go with it. So yeah, so Prince question is that I have completed the CKAD and from Code Cloud, I'm looking for a hands-on practice Kubernetes. Could you please suggest the platform where to get the hands-on? See, there is no particular platform. All have their own kind of lab situation when if you just want to learn and all. But that's not the real life situations. Real life situations actually look at the like best example. Go to the freelancing side. Look at the Kubernetes opportunities. What they're seeking, what they're asking you to. Can you do that? That's a real skill that you need to get the job done. Other things are hello world or some small version at home. Yeah, the getting started part. If you just want to experience things, want to first get the first hands on, simple Node, Python, Go app, then from the source to you know deploying into the pods, then in that Ingress traffics, all that you can supply, maybe the deployment strategies and all, can deployment, mesh deployment. So those you can try it out to understand how that works, how the functionality works, get familiar with the command line, try to automate it. But uh, that's really not that will be not enough. What you have to do is you have to go to the freelancing site and or maybe who like the sites that provide the jobs. There you will find how like yeah, there you will find how what they're actually seeking. Try to implement that. It will be very useful then. Okay. I see a lot of questions, but I will go one by one, so no worries. Here we have that Rajesh saying that said, do mention if we have our college email ID, can ID we can get a Canva free for a year. I'm not sure, but you can try it out. I'm not sure about that. Just try it. I think you don't need actually. There Canva is free for everyone, so you can simply go there and experiment with it. Okay, so you don't have. It's not like you need to have a Canva Pro. You can just simply go ahead and it's free for all. For the only for the premium content, you need it. Okay. Hey Kalyan Krishna, I hope I'm not mute. I think I'm not mute. That's fine then. Hey, Arvind, Kailash. Is Arvind saying, may I know the Twitter topic? So, today's topic was to talk with that Santosh, but he is not able to join. He's stuck in traffic. But anyway, this kind of thing happens. So, I will just go with the Q&A and then we'll start the session. Okay. What is the website URL that you're showing? That is a Canva. So let me like, if you want to make good presentation, I think Canva is a very good one. I just pasted in the comment. If you want, you can explore. Then we have Kaiser Rehan. Hi Sandip, I want to incorporate DevOps. I think that's I just answered. It's my date. I am running AWS EC2 instance on my laptop. So is it possible that I connect my pen drive to my laptop? It will be connected to the EC2 instance. I'm running my EC2 instance to my laptop. Okay. Is it possible I connect my pen drive to? I think VPC. Sorry, I think it's not VPC. VPN. Yeah, VPN. You can utilize the VPN solutions that Amazon have. Like if you want to like get a virtual connection, and then you may just connect your network drives. That is possible. I think I have never not tried the pen drive connection thing, but you can try it out and you can find out. I never had this kind of requirement before, but of course you can just simply try out and see if it works. Okay. Then it's us Ashish saying that, hi Sandeep, good to see you. I'm currently working as a SharePoint on-prem administrator and wanted to move my career in the cloud. What? Just a moment. Okay. Hi Sandeep, good to see you. I'm currently working as SharePoint on-prem administrator and wanted to move my career to cloud. What could be the best way to start? So if you want like the cloud is the first field, I think maybe you want to try the either cloud solution architect or the DevOps engineer. If you're moving to the cloud solution architect, I would say choose your targeted cloud, at least the very first cloud. Then explore the core services, then learn about them, cloud certification. Like the process itself, you learn a lot of things, and then try to do hands-on, try to get an opportunity, work on that, in experience. That's the way. If you want to become a DevOps engineer, then you have to of course learn the cloud and all that, because otherwise there is no DevOps without cloud and there is no cloud without DevOps in these days. So you need to learn that. What you have to learn more, like open source, like open source DevOps tools, the automation, the infrastructure automation tools and all that, then you can go forward. Okay. Now there is both this cloud path as well as the DevOps path is already have engineering articles. I can just give you the articles. Just a moment. I have both the articles for the cloud as well as this one. So give me one moment. I've written long back. Yeah, it's a DevOps roadmap. If you want to become a DevOps engineer, again, roadmaps like a lot of things that are like told, but follow the basic one, the Linux shell scripting, then the cloud, of course, the basic cloud, then the CI/CD tools, open source one, plus any cloud native, any cloud native tools that you can utilize, it's even better. Then the cloud service provider that natively giving you free or maybe very little cost, that one. Then the infrastructure automation tools like Terraform, Ansible, this kind of tools and all that. Of course, containerization and Kubernetes also in demands, very very in demand to be honest, and paying huge amounts. So those are also good skills to have. Okay, yeah, I think I have pasted the link, so anyone can go with the DevOps path one and the cloud one. I think I also have it. So yes, I want to start in the cloud computing. So anyone want to start with the cloud computing? That also I mentioned in the comments. It's near saying that which language is necessary to be the DevOps resource. I am integration area, want to be a DevOps engineer. So I will personally suggest either Python or Go. This will be terrific. Any of it, okay. Better if it's Go, but Also, okay, Python is also a very good one, and people accept either one, either Go, either Python. Okay, but don't think the other languages are not going not be that bad. Okay, if you are a if you are a JavaScript programmer in past, it is also excellent thing. You can utilize the Node.js for that. So any backend, to be honest, like any backend programming, so you can write complicated script, because self scripting is good, but writing super complicated scripting is makes more issues than actual solutions. So which that's the reason I personally suggest go with the uh, either programming language, any backend programming language, preferably Go, Python, or Node.js. Okay. So it's Akash saying that I recently started my career in DevOps. Can you help me? Which area I should specialize? I will say, what's your perspective? Based on the perspective, I can suggest what could be the best thing to do. But just to improve the career, I will say be strong in the Linux and shell scripting, because you'll see that could be a lifesaver most of the times. Most of the problems what you face in your life is related to this and bugs related to that will be fixed like that way. Let me just mute my phone. I think it's giving me trouble. Okay. Now, okay, yeah. So after that you're done, then learn about any particular source. Now, specialize in any one on cloud first. Okay, could be say AWS or Azure, and then if there is any requirements come or opportunities come, then only go to the next one. Okay, because you have to learn one cloud very good. Then onwards, any other cloud will be too easy for you. Okay, so yeah, that is the one, and then learn about the containerization, Kubernetes, because these are also very in-demand skills. I'm telling every time these are the in-demand skills. Like for the infrastructure automation, the Terraform is very in-demand. These are the skills that actual companies looking for, and if you have it, it will be better. Okay. Now it's Rajesh saying that, sir, I tried to got Canva free course. I said I need to pay if you. So I tried and got Canva for a year free, of course. So I said we don't need to pay if we got okay. So if you have a college email ID, that's I wanted to say that I maybe misunderstood. So if you got a college ID, 1 year premium I think is free for Canva. So it's good. Sandeep, are Azure Administrator and Azure DevOps Engineer certification valuable in the market? Yes, they do, because if of course it's topic specific. It's like it's a recruitment for Azure DevOps engineer or Azure administrator. Yes, mostly Azure DevOps one will be useful. Administrator is also okay to have, like if you are going for any system admin job in the Azure cloud, then it will be useful. Okay. Hey, hey Parikshit, how are you? It's Kedarnath saying, is Santosh, no, Santosh is not able to join. I think he called me a few minutes back while I'm in the session. So he said he will be not able to join. Could be he just maybe stuck in the traffic. So, and that happens, to be honest, it's fine. I'll just go with all the QA. So just you guys and me will talk about any question you might have. That's it. Uh, it's Srikant Singh. Hi Sandeep. I would like to become a cloud architect. I am from mechanical engineering with 4 years experience. What should I do? Guidance, please. Also, what do you think of Michael Gibbs program? So, hi Sandeep. I want to become a cloud architect from mechanical engineering with 4 experience. What should I do? Guidance, please. Okay. She from the mechanical engineering field and want to become a cloud architect. So again, just like I say in the other one also, learn the basic basic cloud solution. Learn about the compute types, the storage, networking, because these are the basic building blocks of the any cloud solution. Then whatever cloud platform you're targeting, first learn about their core services. Then whatever like any specialized area you want to explore. Suppose you want to become a DevOps, you want to master DevOps as example. Then look at their DevOps tools and services. Suppose you want to become only cloud architect, then think about like first thousand overview view that what are the services that are actually getting used in the industries, or how they're getting used, why they're getting used. Have a solution centric mind, when to use what, and that will be the best thing to go forward. Michael Gibbs program I think is excellent. If the budget permits, it's good to go. Okay, so it's Parish is saying recently I got two offer letter from for the post of cloud engineering. Awesome, that's the great news. Uh, so kindly share. I think I have shared the URLs. You can find them on the top. I think yeah, in the top I have already shared the URLs. See, I think yeah, this one and this one. So it's already there. Okay. And here Abhishek saying, hi Sandip, I'm planning to take Azure Administrator certification before learning the DevOps tools. I have learned Linux basic shell scripting already. Exactly. This is what I tell in my all the videos. Have the Linux skills and the scripting, the shell scripting skill in a good position. I mean, if you learn that very well, you will be in really good position in whatever next thing you want to do, because these are the building blocks. Like I suggest anyone, if you want to grow in your career, first master the building blocks, because or the basic topics. If you master them, anything that's sit on top of that, it will be easy for you to learn and grow further. Okay. Again, it's Akash saying, Sandeep, want to learn more in self scripting. Can you help me suggest courses? So I do have, like, if you want to get started in my channel, if you in the video section, if you search about self scripting, I have dedicated self scripting courses. I would say it's good to get started with. And there is in self scripting there is some cheat code also, cheat sheet, not code, it's also which very good to get started. And then in the Udemy, I think in the Udemy, in the YouTube also, there are a lot of good courses available. You can follow. Okay, maybe just ping me in the linking ones. I'll personally send you all the links that I have. I already have a lot of links in the system, so I'll be definitely happy to help you. Okay, looks like I have covered all the questions. If anyone have any further questions, feel free to ask me. Oh, one question is there: is the career growth program not got completed uh, due to some family? Okay, no, the both all the three programs are bit in a hold for now, because I got busy in my. There is a all of a sudden a bit work pressure, and I want to do in the same time. I want to do the GitOps session, the GitHub actions, and all other things. So that's why I just paused the ongoing program and finishing this one. I'll soon start like resume the training program that I've like started long back, and just have a bit patience, because all is for you guys, right? So have bit patience on that. So it's one user saying, which path is good for a lead cloud DevOps engineer having similar experience in AWS CI/CD tools with Docker? I mean, focus on DevOps tools like K8s or cloud. Now that's excellent question. To be honest, I would say not just K8s or not the cloud. It's go forward more of the automation. Just think about that. Suppose you have a any cloud, like you already developed some solution, could be K8s, could be anything, and that takes like one, if you deploy it in one region. Now you want the same solution, or could be some variation of the solution you want to deploy in another region, or maybe for other client. If you do that from scratch, that will take time, and time is good money, right? And it's like more wasting of money. You could have like developed a solution and like did work for other clients some other way. Like you have the source code, you have everything. So learn about the automations more and more, like infrastructure automation, like Terraform or cloud, say cloud formation, or maybe as resources. This kind of skill set will be a much better. Now for that you will definitely need any programming no, not programming language, I mean Terraform is like more of the YML files and all, so you can do that. But there are other solution like AWS release the CDK. This kind of solution are also there, like more advanced complicated solution, you can go for that. But anyway, like whatever you feel, if you want to like don't want to do active programming like that, just the configuration management type way, then Terraform is excellent choice. uh, I think cloud formation is excellent, but cloud formation is not multi-cloud, it's provided to AWS. If you want to have a more broader skill set, then you, for the automation, so infrastructure automation, then go for the Terraform. I will definitely say is that. Now here catch is that using Terraform, how to do manage the K8s, could be in AWS EKS or GCP in GCP, GKE, like Google Kubernetes services. So those kind of thing you should more and more do. That's more demanding, and that's actually is a the current, present, and in the future as well. That's on demand. Okay, so those are the things actually get needed. And so yeah, just as a summary, do focus more on the automations part. That will be because you already have some experience in AWS and CI/CD with Docker, which is excellent. Just learn about more of the automation, how to do more automated way. That will be good for you. Now it's Mighty IT. I'm currently the third year batch BTech. I wanted to know if AWS interns opening for no grad for solution architect cloud support. I am already AWS cloud practitioner certified. Next SSL. Okay, I'm currently studying BTech. Want to know if AWS has intern opening. I have one. So I'm not just student like friend of mine. I know Nirmal from a long time. He worked really hard, like and he's from normal college, and he also choose similar kind of path, and he got a opportunity in the AWS. So yes, I think uh, if you have enough knowledge, if you have the skill set required to join AWS, I mean they always have opening. To be honest, better way I think will be uh, ask this kind of questions to the maybe existing employees because they have referential programs which will benefit you. Like they can like if you just reach out to them, say I want to join AWS internship or maybe the say entry level positions. Can you help me out? Reach out to 100 people, at least one or two of them will definitely help you, right? They have more this kind of power, they can refer you, and you can have a smoother or maybe say higher chances of getting accepted in this kind of in AWS or any company that you have target. Go by this way, this will be helpful for you. Okay. It's saying that Akash saying Guruji gaming chair कौन सी है. So ये वाला तो कुछ monster company का है. I think the company called Monster Chair Company. So that's kind of company. Maybe just reach out to me, like ping me once in the LinkedIn. I will send you the links. Then that's I think become more cheaper. I purchased that time around 15,000. Now it's only 7 or 8,000. So it's now a lot cheaper. It's Ashish Singh. Hi Sandip, good to see you. I'm currently working a share. I think it's answered that. What would be next after DevOps? Like before it was on-prem, then cloud. Now everything is automated. Do you think will be the next big thing? Very hard to I mean, even to predict also very hard. Now you can see the MLOps, the GDOps, all are coming. Like these are the new terms that I think you 5 6 years back you will never heard it, right? So learn like learn what actually matters because there will be a lot of things you don't have the time and option to learn everything, right? But see what kind of technology might be an impact in the future. Like I say, GitOps, I think it will be excellent, and is already many good companies following that. I also did work for a lot of companies for this GitHub solutions. GitHub Actions, I did develop a few solutions. So and MLOps, I tried, but I'm not an ML person to be honest. So one person give me some model and everything. I simply executed that, and that's all I did. I set up the pipelines, the model that they're providing, and that's all. To be honest, I did nothing more complicated than that. But yeah, if you have some kind of even knowledge and do all this kind of, which I don't think is possible. I mean, if you can either become a DevOps engineer or you can become a ML engineer. Both becoming I don't think is an option. But it's kind like again, DevOps is a cultural thing, is a team kind of team effort. So one engineer can have the ML skill, one can have the DevOps skills, and combining they can give the better solutions. So those kind of thing you have to go forward. Okay. So saying that to Terraform for EKS, thanks Sandeep, we got okay. Yeah, Shivdar, I think your name is not changed your LinkedIn user, that's why I got confused. So yeah, Terraform for EKS will be a good choice. So it's Saurabh Patel saying that hi, I'm currently working on Angular and AngularJS. Want to go to AI. So what would be the best way to start? And I have 1.5 year experience now. Okay, let me think, bro. So before even jumping to AI, I think you should have a knack toward the math, statistics, because I tried my luck and I didn't get a single thing out. I'm being honest with you. I tried, I didn't figure it out. What I found a more reasonable or kind of interest towards is the cloud and DevOps, not the AI solution, to be honest. But if you have the interest, if you know what you're going to do, so AI did the predictions, AI can do the machine learning and all that. So you have to go towards that. And to do that, I think data, understanding the data, getting the useful information of the data, and then process the data. So this data, so data, having data knowledge is needed. Having a math and statistics background is I think needed. Okay, so this, oh, I think Santosh joined. Hey, Santosh, you joined finally.
Hey, hi Sandip. Yeah, really sorry.
Yeah, yeah. Good, good. I think he got disconnected. So unfortunately, disconnected. Mm, I think he's trying, but maybe his network is not that great, to be honest. That's the reason he's facing issues. Like, he's a good guy. I mean, he tried his best, but he didn't join. But anyway, again, the coming here that okay.
Hello.
Hey, Santosh, I think the network is in the problem here. I think now you're in
Are
the
you able
field.
to hear?
Yeah, I can
Are
hear
you able
you.
to hear me? Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
yes, I can
yeah.
hear you.
I'm really sorry for the delay. I really apologize to all the audience and you, Sandeep.
No
Uh,
problem. It happens. I know this kind of thing happens and it's fine. But again, thank you for at least you tried your skills and you joined them, and that's the big thing, to be honest. So
sure.
that's the good thing. And again, I think I want to congratulate you for the $150 AWS coupon that you got. I don't know if you still added or not yet, but I do hope that you add soon and experiment with that. And
No, no. No, no. I mean, beyond this, the whatever the dollars you are saying about, right? I really want to thank you for all the opportunities that you are giving us to in terms of learning and upgrading our skills. Because I never thought of upgrading myself, but what you are doing is a great job in terms of helping people that to upgrading their skills genuinely, that too for free because I always try to upgrade myself, but just because of you know many money oriented people or money oriented applications, I never tried to upgrade myself. And even I tried to buy a couple of videos, but I was not able to genuinely upgrade myself with those kind of videos. Many people try to cheat, but in this kind of environment, right, I really want to thank you for the genuine opportunity to all the audience to upgrade themselves. And I see the genuine messages that you put in. Saying that your wife also supports, and I really appreciate you both for helping people in this field because I tried from past many months and many days to upgrade myself. But yes, this is a very good thing that you are doing, which is indirectly or directly helping many people to upgrade themselves. So forget about the price amount, but definitely from the soul of my heart, I really thank you for giving this opportunity and helping us to upgrade ourselves in this technical
thank you,
field.
Santosh. Thank you. So, Santosh, what you are learning? I mean, you just started, right? So, what you're learning at these times?
Yeah, so I was into the infrastructure automation. Actually speaking, to be genuine, I always stick on to my one technology, and I always try to go ahead with that. But I always wanted to get into DevOps field, but I was not able to because of the, as I said, I was not comfortable with any of the applications which was providing me this kind of flexibility. But slowly, when I got into these kind of videos, what you were sharing is really helping me to get into the DevOps side, helping me to learn couple of the real-time applications or the upgrading technologies, uploading myself to the new technologies is making me more comfortable and more um, comfortable to learn new technologies into the DevOps side. But I am into the infrastructure automation, Red Hat Ansible certified. But yes, I was
Yes.
always concentrating on the infrastructure automation. But now I am more comfortable after seeing your videos, following you into the Terraform or AWS, and trying to move ahead from the infrastructure automation to the DevOps side. So
Right.
yes,
I
I
think,
really
yeah, I think
thank
one
you.
thing you can try out is that GitHub's kind of technologies where, like, yeah, it's again infrastructure automation plus utilizing the infrastructure, like it's a code kind of Terraform, and Ansible also is the same kind of thing. Infrastructure as a code kind of tool. So you can, like, it's a
Right,
configuration as a code, but again, all are part of the infrastructure. So you can use GitHub's kind of technologies, which you help you understanding how the DevOps works and how the DevOps can help out achieving your infrastructure as a code or infrastructure automation goals even further. Like instead of touching anything as a single sort of source of truth, because what happens, with these days, if any people have the access, they just can do anything. Like I have the access to Ansible, and my junior also have the access to Ansible. They can anytime say update one configuration, and you might not be aware of that, right? So I think
right.
why not just don't give any access to him. I mean zero access. Okay, and ask him to like update his Ansible playbook codes like to the grid. And as a senior engineer who you or could be someone else, just review the code. And if you see it's fit, as soon as you approve the merge request and that merge request merge with the master branch, then only that in that configuration change code or patching, whatever the playbook supposed to do, that will be happen in the remote infra. So that kind of things is GitHub's kind of technologies, or there are a lot of other technologies also coming up. I think it will be better if you think that way, start that way. DevOps will make a lot sense than not applying before, right? I mean, you understand, okay, why the DevOps important. If you have this kind of practices in your company or any project you do, it will make sure that there is a limited access, because that's one of the key goal of everyone having a security mind, because now it's one of the DevSecOps now, people
Yeah,
believing in the least access protocols and all. So that's a good way. Again, people will not do mistake great, because what, I will tell you a story. So I had one junior engineer, okay, and I by mistake, you can say, I just given some access and try out something, okay, and again the mistake was graver. I given my personal access account. What that person did, he created, I think, around 1,000 instances, and the bill I got, I think, around was 20,000 up or more than that. And I was like, what I did mistake. That I mean, I'm talking about this story from around 3 4 years back. Then onwards, I don't
hmm,
give any access, no personal access. Even if I give a very limited access, and not even these days the infra access. Only do via the code. If the code get approved, then only that remote infrastructure get changes. So that kind of things make more sense. People will understand. Like even if you're an infrastructure part, you are more in the infrastructure automation, this will make more sense to you, and you can utilize also the DevOps part. Slowly you will also become a DevOps engineer, just from infrastructure to more of a DevOps kind of guy. So that's how the growth happens. And I think we can
no,
just
yeah,
try it out.
true. Truly, truly, because I was also not comfortable. I was also thinking the same question. What you have it in one of your videos saying, is DevOps only for the 3 to 5 years of experience with a question mark? So even I was thinking I should have started my career with the DevOps side. Now it is too late. But after watching your video, I am more comfortable saying that okay, now I am. Now I'm well versed with more expertise with the infrastructure. So now again, it makes more sense to get into the DevOps side rather than starting with a career. So it adds on to my existing skills to take up the DevOps side. So that boosted my skills. So that made me comfortable in thinking to get into the DevOps side as well. So thank you for that video as well, which boosted me to get into this
Happy to have
thing.
all the time on those. I think, yeah. So you know what? I think you already know about Ansible. You are already, I think, master of the self scripting and all. Because without self scripting, you can not do anything in the Ansible. To be honest, now that kind of skill, see, people think what is DevOps, what are the technology I'm going to learn. May I will be made not able to learn all the technologies. It's too tough. Actually, that's not like it. There could be n number of technology in the DevOps. You don't have to learn everything. You have to learn
Yeah,
only thing that matters. You learn, you know Ansible, you know Linux. You're already a good, like say 80% good DevOps engineer. 20% is to learn all of that open source tool, like say Jenkins or may say Terraform or this kind of tool set, and then learn about the CI/CD flow, and that's it. You'll become a full-fledged DevOps engineer. And then as the challenges comes up, you learn it and you apply it. That's all there has to be. So
no, true. Let me add on to that one as well. See, I was not much comfortable with the Terraform. I always see the Ansible along with the Terraform. So I was not using. I'm still not using the Terraform, but I was always thinking why Terraform is like integrated with the Ansible, which I don't know. But after going through a couple of videos, it did just give me an overview of what Terraform is. But when I went through your 1 hour plus video, it gave me like overall Terraform in a simplified way with the like experience. I mean, with a granular level of information also you have shared in that particular video, which made me more comfortable in understanding. Now I am more comfortable in Terraform as well, along with Ansible. So now I am more comfortable saying that okay, I'm good at AWS, I'm good at Terraform,
exactly.
I'm good at Ansible. So now I'm more comfortable saying that yes, I can handle a couple of tools, couple of
Exactly.
technologies in terms of
And that
DevOps.
that's
Yeah,
actually what should have. I mean, see, in DevOps world, in the cloud walls, uh, anything new can come up. Okay, but that new thing, if getting popularity, if getting momentum, of course, that thing has some use cases, right? That's why people are accepting it. Say Terraform, Ansible, both have the accessibility, isn't it? So there must be some separate reason why these two separate things exist. Otherwise, all people could have go with the Terraform or could have go with the Ansible. That's these two tools separately exist and doing some separate jobs. So Terraform in the mode of the like you can say hardcore infrastructure part, infrastructure automation, provisioning, patching, these kind of things. And Ansible also have similar kind of things, but it's more specialized in the patching, command execution, having like complicated configuration. So every tools or softwares have their own part to play, and not just that. I mean, I think you already told about that Terraform plus Ansible. So we can use the both of the tools to make sure that both good of the both of world we can utilize and gain our goal. Ultimately, ultimate goal is to have our final things solid. Whatever solution you're building, that has to be solid. Client, we should not get any complaint or less complaint from the client. So if you make a solution with 10 technologies and clients still complaining or things are still not working, that's no use, right? Use one
true.
technology, two technology, whatever you want to use. Make sure the solution is solid. There is less problem, less bugs. That's what has to matter, right? Bugs will be there, of course, all the time, but it has to be less, not more. So that's
Yeah,
one should
true,
learn. So that's
true,
how
true,
it should
true.
happen. And uh, again, any so there are people actually who try to like learn all at once, which I never suggest, because if you try to learn all at once, you will learn nothing, because all get confused
Yes,
in the head, right? And they will try. So I'll say start one by one. Start from the Linux, then the scripting, then either choose between like you want to learn about the configuration support first or infrastructure. If you have no idea about the cloud, AWS, GCP, those things, I will say no. Don't go to the first in the Terraform. First, go with the Ansible. Try to have some virtual servers and try to do installation, patching, whatever the hell you want. Then learn about the cloud. So before jumping to Terraform and all, learn about the cloud system. So if you are good at the cloud system, say AWS, then work with the AWS provider with the Terraform. If you are going with the Azure, then work with the Azure provider with the Terraform. So this is how it should go. Then, what you're comfortable with the cloud services and infrastructure, then combine with the Ansible and Terraform, achieve whatever the end goal you want to achieve. So that's how one should progress. Right.
No, yeah, that's really true. Actually, we are not into the completely into the cloud yet because we are. I'm working for the financial institution or financial organization, but we are not in moved to the cloud. But yes, I was not more comfortable into the cloud, and I was also confused which cloud to get into first. And since there are like multiple options at this particular point of time, and I was also confused which to go ahead. There are like Ansible, Terraform, GCP, AWS, Azure. There are multiple tools and technologies going at the same time, and I was also confused. Then I thought, like, no, at least whatever I take up, let me just try to concentrate on that one first. Try to completely understand it first, completely, and then try to map it with the other tools and technologies similar to that. So that is when I started concentrating on your videos, thinking that whatever I am going through, let me just try to make myself comfortable in learning those technologies. So that is where I started slowly. Instead of hurrying up with multiple tools and technologies and confusing myself, I started slowly going through the videos that you started providing. And yes, now I am more comfortable rather than confusing myself with multiple technologies or tools. Yes, so Terraform or whatever it is like AWS. So whatever you have given is more than what is available in whatever the learning platforms we have. This one makes us more easy to understand way and more comfortable in learning and try to makes us more comfortable with whatever we are learning. So that
Right,
that
right.
makes me
And
more confident. Yes,
so what happens, in this kind of in current courses and all, they're like telling this is that and how to create this solution, but how this is working, why when you're utilizing that, no one tells that. That's the problem part. You have to tell
right.
why I should use this service. If you don't tell that, there is no use of that. So this is the problem part. And see, technology is vast. I mean, again, something new can come up just next hour. You have to only utilize what matters. Of course, look at the trending topics because you have to go with the workflow. Otherwise, people will go ahead of you. They will learn new techs that matters. You don't. So, of course, because suppose you are working in a company in the financial and finance and banking, most of the companies are all prem. I know because they don't believe cloud that maybe the important information related to finance go leak in the cloud and that could create a disaster all over the India world, where is the case. So that's why more of the case I know. Sometimes the link is down, sometimes data getting lost, and all a part of the game because you are keeping the limited resources, maybe scaled resources, but still is a limited. And there will be problem, and there will be like grave concern. Something bad happens, you have to fix immediately and all. And that's has up to you, but because you're managing all the complicated system. So any past experience which can help other people to understand what are the complexity you have faced in your life while working on this infrastructure automation or working on premise, because people are like bit curious like how things work in the on premise at the moment.
Yeah. So basically, the main thing that stops us from automating most stuff is like having the credentials or the access to the servers, right? So since we are dealing with more of the confidential data that are located on the financial related servers, we are not able to automate most of the things which are stopping us from automating or getting us access. So, for example, even moving to the cloud, right? Uh, we are not given a green signal to go to any of the public cloud directly because of the criticality of the data that we are dealing with. So that is stopping us a lot. But yes, again, getting more insight on the tools and technologies, on the confidentiality or on the terms of security. If we are trying to debug more on that one, yes, we are definitely again finding one or the other way to automate or reach our destination. So in that way I will say, like, yes, try and try until we succeed. Yes, so there are many other ways to achieve our goals. So that is what we are also trying to do, and it always happens only when we are trying to learn new things and upgrading ourselves. So there are other ways to do it. If you are not able to find this way, try the other way to approach whatever we are trying to do.
Yeah, yeah.
And these
See,
all things
ultimately,
are
yeah,
right.
ultimately you have to like see clients will come and they will say, well, we need a solution. How you want to achieve it is up to you guys. We're not engineers. We have the requirement, fulfill it. Now, there will be
Right, right,
challenges,
right,
there will be problems,
right.
and we have to give a solution. So one client actually came to me and they say, like, Sandeep, we have a front end solution, but the problem is that it's like socket connected. So everyone making changes, and when they do one change, is have to go to another computer, and what's happening? A loop is getting created, which making the front end very slow and server getting also hang up. Sandeep, what is the solution? I say, why not create a room for each and every kind? Like, there is no need for everyone to get updated when anything changes. If they're in the same page or same room kind of concept, then because say 100 users, they're not even related to the 100 persons. Then why you are sending that event data to other people? So it's a kind of distributed solution, but still, so that is the reason the architecture part also play a very big role while creating the solution. If in the beginning, so this, say the architecture is wrong, you have to create a room based. If a document's a document, it's just a room. So when two people in the same document editing it, that in the virtual room, only that data should be interact between those two users, not others. So this kind of architecture, whenever creating a solution, there will be problems. Of course, you have to find a solution. You have to build a solution over time and get over with it and deliver it to client. Ultimately, that's the goal, right? So that's
Yes,
that's what it is. And I
definitely,
think
definitely.
so. Now what's next? I mean, you are learning already. I think learning online the Terraform. So you are going more to the cloud technologies like AWS, Azure, all that.
Yeah, I'm slowly following your videos and trying to slowly, if not slowly, I mean it's a steady way of upgrading myself. So I'm just concentrating on one thing at a time and trying to upgrade myself. So yes, I'm in a better way now compared to my past.
Awesome, awesome.
And all thanks to you.
Thank you, Santosh. Thank you very much. Okay, and I think anyone have any questions to Santosh can simply ask. There's few questions that this is Ganesh saying that, hey Sandeep, I want to thank you for everything to the community. Thank you, Ganesh. Any insight of the governance part? So, what do you want to say? Is you have any view on the governance and how the like you are working in a system that the data is never should be go out of your system. So, what kind of like not give the exact solution, but what kind of solution you use to make sure data all in the secure and never go out of the distributed access? Do you have any suggestions for other people? Because people want to know how to keep the data secure. Like data security is a very big thing, right?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, since we have like Vault and other couple of other technologies, it all comes only when we explore new tools and technologies. Yes, initially we will not be able to find the solution, and just because of this security concern, many of the people will try to drop their idea in that way. But I suggest, yes, try to explore more tools and technologies. Now everything is possible when you try to explore yourself with new tools and technologies. We also initially dropped, but yes, later on we also tried the other ways and try to achieve our goals in terms of finding a solution. So I suggest try and try until you succeed. So there are other ways to do it.
Thank you, Santosh. Here's one question that Sandeep, I learned Terraform and you told Terraform care automation is the future. Wishes. Of course, I will share resources. Srikant, that's all in progress. So you have to bit of it. I had one plan, but things are already in progress. The GitHubs, the GitHub actions, then the build bucket pipeline. After that, I will have these videos ready. Okay. So it's Manish saying how to manage new API patching every time new sorry, it's AMI patching, Amazon Machine Image patching. Every time new upgrades come in the AWS, is it really a headache? No, actually, here actually the tools like Ansible, or say if you know want to have more cloud native, like the cloud service provider native way, you can have the system solution that's simple, that SSM solution integrated, or whenever in the custom that there is in the user custom scripts there, right? As soon as the system boots, that script's going to execute first. So there itself, you can add all the script. Self scripting is important. You have to have good idea of self scripting, where you make sure the, like, without taking any interactive commands, like at the at the end had a hyphen y command, so that make sure it will automatically do go and go on and make sure all the patches are getting updated. Okay. Is Vinay saying, "Hey Sandip bhai, hey Vinay." So I think that's all is there, and not much question, and it's already 1 hour. So again, thank you everyone. If you have any questions to me, you can simply ask in the comments anytime you want, and if you have any question to Santosh, you can. Santosh have a LinkedIn, is active, so you can simply reach out to Santosh and message him. Okay, again, thank you everyone. Wait for tomorrow session. I will be releasing the GitHub session tomorrow. Okay, so already and already uploading the video. Okay, okay. Bye everyone. Have a nice weekend.